Good day, everyone. In today's video, we will be discussing what David Attenborough means for Flat Earth. Is he an enemy? Is he an ally? What can he do for us? What are we doing for him? Or what are we doing against him? We could think, what is he thinking? Well, let's think about that. For those of you who do not know my name, I am Flat Earth Tim 97. And in today's video, we will be discussing things. Let's get into the first slide here. Let's see what David Attenborough has to offer. Our first thought here, first thing to go over, to analyze, could he be an enemy? Well, I did a little bit of research. I said, yes, David Attenborough is a renowned naturalist and scientist. He completely accepts that the Earth is a sphere. Now, we do not have to get further into this extensive paragraph of research, but we do know now that he is a scientist, supposedly, allegedly, and he accepts that Earth is a sphere. Well, I do not deny that he is certainly a brilliant narrator. He is, in fact, a round earther. And this may present problems for us flat earthers, which I will be discussing in this video. Let's just go ahead and get into that next slide. So, as it transitions here, we'll be moving into this next slide. Well, the answer to the question, is he an enemy? The answer is yes. Why though? Why is he an enemy, supposedly? Well, he's lived for over 100 years. That is an entire century. And if we take into consideration the owner of this YouTube channel, that is Bob96, we know he's aging rapidly towards 100 every single year. Flat Earth Bob, he gets closer. Every year that he ages, he gets 1 year closer to 100 years old, where David Attenborough is currently. And this means that they are two rivals destined for greatness. We know that Earth is flat, of course, but we also know that Alan knows. However, Alan is an advocate for round Earth, which certainly poses problems for us. He pursues money, fame, over the truth and freedom. We can see here in this photo, he's meticulously, deceptioningly holding this round Earth in his hands because he knows he has control of it. This can be certainly a problem for us. So we're going to get into this next slide here that's going to tell us more. Well, what does this tell us? Well, the heated rivalry behind the scenes. Well, Alan is quite famous. Our beloved Bob is pushing hard. He keeps pushing and pushing on this YouTube channel as his only means of hope. But if we hope, if we hold on to that hope, if we push through enough, we can prevail. With him building his whole team, adding me, Tim, to his team, Bertha, and so much more, we can prevail. But why is this? Why can we think this? Why is this a certain possibility? Well, let's look more. Let's look more into this. Let's find more. Well, we can look here. Bob, 36. Attenborough, 100. What can we assume? Well, we see these two arrows pointing at them, one pointing at Attenborough, one pointing at Bob. And both of these arrows are intently pointing at them for a reason. They are telling us something. So what can we assume about these arrows? Let's see. Please hold on to your chairs here. It's about to get really serious. Now, you may be confused at first. You may be puzzled, dumbfounded even, but we can see that the Earth is split here. Our flat Earth is split half round, half flat. Now we know the side that's correct here, of course. Obviously the flat one. But why? Why would we think flat beats round here? Why do we think Bob beats Attenborough? Attenborough's on the right, Bob's on the left. They're clashing together. Earth versus Earth. One is better than the other. What can we see? Well, let's see in the next slide. Flat versus round. So for this section here, we're going to be doing, a vocabulary analyzation. We're going to analyze this, dig deep into what makes flat flat. So here we have F, L, A, and of course, certainly not the least of the letters, T, all here letters from the alphabet. F. So what does F mean? It means flat, of course. Of course it means flat. But we have L, that equals lateral, side to side. A, asymmetric, also side to side. One side may be uneven, tipsy even. Well, that gets us right into the next letter, T for tipsy. And as an illustration I put here, we have a man obviously looking tipsy. I mean, his bloody shoes are off the ground. He's looking very tipsy here. So what can we think of this? Well, all of these words in the letters, they all connect. They all make sense with the word flat. They all tie in perfectly into the point I'm proving. But let's see what round has to offer. Well, as we move on to here, we see even the slide is flat. Even that is flat. But we have this next slide. And I hope I can explain this to you people correctly. So I beg of you for your attention. So we have R, O, U, N, and D. R equals round. Obviously that makes sense for the round curvature of the round Earth, of course. But we have O for oval. Well, that doesn't make sense. They call it a round Earth, a spherical Earth. This is not, is oval a sphere? No. It's ovicular. This is spherically. Okay. The Earth is not an oval, according to them. So that does not make any sense. It has no points, zero structure to hold it up against our flat Earth. And we see U-turn. What? What are they talking about? Obviously not. Can't be in there. In. Not good. Obviously that disproves it. And D. Don't believe. Well, now, what are we doing here? There's pretty much no point. So we're just going to get into the next slide here. You can see Mr. Allen just posterized all over the Earth. Let's see what this next slide has to offer. Well, this would actually be the end of the video. I mean, after the last slide, we know this is just ridiculous. I don't even know why I'm here. I don't even know why I'm making this video. It makes no sense. So obvious, but the minority of the planet has no clue of something so simple. So as we're closing out this video, we know David Attenborough. I mean, he is certainly a good narrator, but he is by no means on our side of flat Earth. Despite being in the know of it, despite, knowing me, despite knowing Bob, he still pushes for the round Earth as an advocate. But rest assured, we flat Earthers, we shall pull through this strongly. Thank you, everyone, for watching this video on the Flat Earth Bob 96 channel. This is Flat Earth Tim 97, and I hope you were greatly educated this video.